Perfect. Yeah, good evening to you all. Good evening from my own location. Um, I just want to play this video of Sowore interview with Arise TV. According to him, we know that we have so much enemies in our land. We do know that we have people that are not really Umuibo. We have people. We know that one. That those people that their mom, their mother conceived them in a because some of our mothers then hmm, it's happening even up to now. You see a woman that will marry, you don't even know who gave birth to the child. Yeah, you don't know who pregnanted her. It's possibilities there because somebody that is an Igbo person, Nwafi Igbo, will never be against his own people because he knows that his people are suffering. He knows the pains, the agony, the trauma, the kind of thing that Igbo are going through in the hands of Nigeria. We never hated anybody. Igbo never hated, if at all, let me say, Igbo never hated anybody. As I am so, I never hated any other tribe. I can't. There's no hate in me. But I hate what they are doing to us. It's not nice. I can't see somebody that need help. And I say, because that person is a Yoruba or Hausa or this, I will help. No, from the beginning. I remember when I lived in Jos, I always helped our Muslim brothers and Muslim people. I don't mind. These are humanity first before any other thing. Humanity first. If you have that love in you, you will show it. As I said yesterday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never hated anybody. The man they called is that Hausa man. I don't know, that one of the Muslim man. I think I had posted his name. I posted something about him. Azaki. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry about that. I hope you help me pronounce it. What is that his name? Let me come and get it. Mazi never hated anybody. Now here it is. Yeah, I have it here. Yeah, I have it. Okay. What is that his name? Look at it here. I have it here. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never hated anybody. If it's Sowore in that condition, Mazi will come for him. Mazi will speak for him, will advocate for him. No matter who you are, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will advocate for you. Yeah, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never a Shiite Muslim, but he demanded the release of Zakasi. I don't know how to pronounce this. Zakasi. Hey, Zakasi. Zakaki. I don't know. Don't tell me to pronounce it, please. I'm sorry. Zakaki. Hey, I don't know. Please forget it. So as I said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never he will do the same. If he's Sowore in this condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will make sure he uses his voice to advocate for Sowore. So Sowore, thank you. You said Mazi is your friend. Now we know that really there are one near the number. Now we know that one near the number. As Nandi Igbo people, I'm using our proverb. Igbo proverb say Madu Buchioye. And say Igbo proverb also say Madu Kejaga. So one near the number means you can have a brother in another place. That is the meaning of one near the number. Those that doesn't know what it means in Igbo land, Igbo language. Yeah? Say human being is your chi. Mother, human being is your God. It's like your God, like your guiding angel. Human being is like your guiding angels. Do you understand? So that is it. Now listen to what Sowore said about the people that are against us, our freedom. These people, these are the same people that made the British that enslaved Igbo, that took us for slavery. The same people. They are there. You see them, you will think that these people are really our people. But these people, they are possessed. How they possess? These are the same people that when we are talking about freedom, they are saying, like people like a Joy Bukwe, And people like Zovika, all of them. Zovika is a wicked man. I told him today that I saw a post he was posting and say, hey, because of God, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu men, those people back home, then when they see elders, they will not bow. They will be disrespecting elders. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send those elders to go and those children, to those people to go and be disrespecting elders? Mazi can never do that such. So why are you now blaming and say, because of that, the God, he's God, not the Almighty Creator. His own God is the weaker God, not the Almighty Creator abandon man. Because if it's that, is Zovika is Jovika, whatever you call your name. If you are the one that has been in this detention and they abducted from Kenya and tortured and keep torturing him up to today, we don't know the kind of substance, we don't know the kind of things that they're injecting him, and he's still alive, no matter that he said he's deteriorating, but he's still alive for years now. Jovika, if you are the one, you would survive. Look at you. If you are the one, Jovika, will you survive? You will not. You and your wicked people your journey no fighting one man's not gonna be one no. Unu bụ ndị nne nụ ma ebe ha jeje tụtachi ime wee sị na unu bụ ndị Igbo na-akpọ unu ndị Igbo. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu mere unu gịnị? O nwere onye o diri si je emese since o ji na-eme program enugo ka ọ na-asịzi onye ọbụla megidebe ụmụ Igbo okwuru ya Chineke ya kwefu unu bụ Jovika na unu niile ma nke a na-akpọ Kafa that one nke na-asị why will he be released? He will do that. Mazi was using his mouth. Ọnụ ya ka o ji wee na-eme expose Nigeria. He was using his mouth to be exposing Nigeria. That's why. Igbo kwe. All of una, Chineke, we know who you are. We know that you are not Umu Igbo. Are you ma? Because a real Nwafi Igbo cannot be wishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu evil. Mba. A real Nwafi Igbo cannot wish Mazi evil. Those that are wishing him this evil are those that their mother conceived in adultery. That are those that are wishing Mazi evil. Because a good Nwafi Igbo Muramu again wishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu evil, because he does not wish you evil. He can never wish you evil. He's standing for the truth. He's exposing the evil against his evil deed, corruption, evil thing that Nigeria government are doing against women. But no problem. No problem. This is another person, because ndị Igbo na-asị nwanne dị na mba. Hey, my battery is going back. Nwanne dị na mba. Sowore is now nwanne dị na mba. That's what Sowore is. Nwanne dị na mba. Oh, ihe ọ bụ n'ebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm coming. So that is the thing. I'm going to play what Sowore said with your own ears. What Sowore said about those evil leaders, those wicked South politicians. Look at all all of them. You see their family. Forget about what they are seeing, that they're enjoying their life. We do know what they're going through. Look at what Soludo's son is behaving. Look at all of them. What is the one of what that one? Oh, my hopeless little ginger. You don't know what that one is going through. Don't worry. All I do know that na Chineke anaghị alahụla. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chineke ga-edebe ya ndụ. Ọ ga-apụta. Ifu unu niile wishiri ya evil a ga-erutọnụ na n'isi unu n'ofu. Unu agaghị eme escape. Generation unu bụ cause. All generation ndị, you guys are those, all of you are now Ifeadina. All of you are the same. Go and ask now. Ifeadina with his family, where are they? Who knows about them? Anyone that put his hand and anyone that kind of like wish evil towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of them, of course, will follow all of them one after another. You all curses will come upon you. Your generation unborn will never escape this curse. We never escape it. Let me play this so that you guys will listen to this. Listen to what Sowore said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Make I play. Where is it? I need to bring it up now. This one. This one, isn't it? Yeah, is it coming? I need to bring. Yeah, it's here. Oh, yeah, it's here. Okay, save. Come on. Okay, listen. Listen to what Sowore said about Mazi, about all these evil, wicked politicians, artist politicians. Then as now,
Is there likely to be an end to the ordeal of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon? Or is he now likely to wither away in perpetual detention as his supporters fear? The IPOB separatist leader has been incarcerated for over 10 years on charges of treasonable felony, despite various court orders and appeals for his release. To date, he stands unconvicted, and for many champions of justice, his continued detention is both a travesty and a violation of his fundamental human rights. They say this exposes the widening gap between Nigeria's constitutional provisions of a right to a fair trial within a reasonable time and the daily realities of the citizens of this besmirched country, in a world in which the enduring principle and the cornerstone of the law is that every individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Well, today, a new call for action has been made by the human rights activist Sowore, challenging Nigerians across ethnic lines to join him in a peaceful march to the Aso Rock presidential villa to demand Mr. Kanu's release, even as his health is reported to be fast deteriorating in custody. Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the irrepressible human rights activist and former presidential candidate Sowore. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
What has motivated you to take this step of calling on people to take to the streets to draw attention to the need to release Mr. Kanu?
So a number of things, and one is that we're friends, and they will be friends for a long time. In fact, I was one of the few people through Sahara TV that interviewed Nnamdi Kanu when he was relatively unknown, before he was arrested the first time. When I met him in 2019 in New York, had a conversation about the struggle for his people, and we struck a friendship then. And I was here in Nigeria, myself, held up by the Nigerian government when he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya. In fact, I was one of the few people who ran to court by the time he had been taken to the DSS detention, where he had been deposited before after he was kidnapped from Kenya. So, but the most important thing is that I understand the nature of justice, fair hearing, his constitutional right. And it is in his own case that you can say that he's presumed guilty and he's trying to prove his innocence, which is very sad. If you look at how long it has taken for all these court processes to take place, you know that Kanu's fate is not in the hands of the judiciary. If a decision was taken today by the owners of Nigeria to let him go, the judge might sit in the middle of the night and let him go. And by the way, on my way here, something happened. President Tinubu just pardoned 82 people. One of them was Herbert Macaulay, Nnamdi Azikiwe, of course, Farouk, who collected bribe from Otedola, a cocaine dealer who was in prison for life, and a fraudster. So if you can pardon this array of people and several others, I'm not asking for pardon for him, but it's a time to let Nnamdi Kanu go.
Is there a lot of public support for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, or is that difficult to gauge?
It was unprecedented. I've been fighting for his release for a long time. I used to attend all his court trials under Buhari. I was attacked several times. Each time I went to court, I was attacked physically by the DSS, police, thugs. But this time around, I'm surprised at the number of non-traditional people, you know what I mean, who are in support of it. In fact, there was a poll put up by, it's not a scientific poll, by Tunde Ednon's page, who's a major Instagram influencer. And out of 17,000 people, 92% of them support the call for his release and the protest that's been planned for 28th of October.
I understand you've tried to contact many leaders in the Southeast to take more public-facing action in support of Nnamdi Kanu's release. Have you been struck by their apparent lack of personal involvement and commitment to that cause?
I'm not shocked because I think on your show I once declared that Kanu's predicament, his ordeal, is as a result of some person in the southeast who took a decision that his release would jeopardize their political career and future. That I know as far back as when Tinubu freshly became president, because I was part of some conversation to release him. And they said at that time, Imo elections are coming. If it comes out, APC might not win. And subsequently, I realized that some of the communiques you see is just, word of mouth by day. When they go at night or when they meet Tinubu, it's likely that they have a different
That's the thing.
And when I started contacting them in the last 24 hours, I'm shocked. Some of them that I used to be able to reach just switched off their lines. The ones I sent messages never responded. I reached out to Soludo, who I know personally.
That's Charles Soludo,
who's governor of Anambra State. No response to now. I reached out to Alex Oti. Alex Oti used to be a columnist for Sahara Reporters, so I know him personally. No response to now. The only response they got was a nominal response that no, we shouldn't have dragged us the way you did. Reached out to Peter Obi, they said he's in Rome. But I sent a message that you can behave as the Romans do too. Just be part of this. But some have been encouraging. Senator Baribe, I reached out to him. He responded. He said, "I'm in on this," and I know that Baribe suffered when he was a shorty for Kanu. In fact, I was sleeping on a Baribe's bed at the DSS in 2019, shortly after he was released, because he was shorty for Nnamdi Kanu. So the rep from his state at the House of Rep also signed up. A number of persons have signed up, some of them publicly, but there is no unified response from Southeastern political leaders or traditional rulers or even the religious priesthood there, which many had expected would happen. But a lot of young people have signed up to this, and you can see that the Nigerian government is already pushing back because they've seen a response to be unequivocally in support of the release of Nnamdi Kanu at this time. I don't think they were expecting that such a response would be so favorable and swift.
So is this what you think is needed to push this Nnamdi Kanu issue over the line and perhaps change President Tinubu's view of Mr. Kanu and not the sort of behind-the-scenes quiet diplomacy that has been going on since?
It's obvious that diplomacy cannot work.
Exactly.
If it was going to work, by now it would have resolved the issue. I think they use the diplomacy or their proclamation about diplomacy to just make the public become a little lethargic about his release, so that nobody, they're working on it, don't worry. Because we hear that a lot from Oti, who is the Abia State governor, that is working on this quietly. In fact, I was told in court about 2 weeks ago that he will be released on head grounds. They are convinced everybody, only for him to come to court, and they kept changing goalposts, as we call it. So I don't think diplomacy has to be a combination of, actions. And one of it, I think, is going to be loud public disapproval of his continued detention, and the protest would work, in my view, in that regard. And that's why I want these people who claim to want him to be released to join the protest. Yes, because when they have issues, they do protest. There's no major politician in this country has ever participated in a protest when their own private interests are at stake.
That is the thing.
I was speaking to a group of Nigerian political campaigners recently, and they seem to think that mobilizing the Nigerian people for any kind of large-scale protest has become a sort of famously impossible thing to achieve. I mean, do you share that view?
Well, I don't. It's the same country in 2024 that Nigerians protested for 10 days straight in what was known as bad governance struggle. Nigerians in 2020 did NSAS. It was a globally acclaimed resistance.
Well, to be fair, the NSAS was the last big protest.
Yes, but there was still a protest in 2024. It may not have been as big. What I'm saying is that, yes, there's been efforts to discourage Nigerians, and when you go out there and kill people and charge them for offenses that are very grievous in nature, you're likely to discourage a country in which you have 139 million people who are living in abject poverty. They just want to go out there and get whatever they can and survive from day to day, hand to mouth. So, but I don't think that is impossible. What has been impossible is the unity of purpose because they have figured out how to divide us.
Right.
Along ethnicity. I remember in 2024 when we were planning bad governance protest, we included the release of Nnamdi Kanu in that protest. And Johannes Ndiego, when I issued a statement that they are not part of the protest. So maybe by now we would have gotten Nnamdi released. So there's also a lot of tactics used by the Nigerian government to discourage people. And some of it is how they have made it open-ended to kill protesters, implicate them in crimes that are insurmountable. You saw in 2024 how they charged children for treason. It's never happened anywhere in the world before. So, but I think the consciousness around it is great. And I also think that in some ways, Nigerians always love when things are happening in other places. They love the replica of it. You notice that there's been a lot of chatter around Nepal, Morocco recently. So maybe, that's also might be an inspiration.
Right, but I mean, are there lingering security-related things that are yet to be resolved around Mr. Kanu? I mean, can he, for instance, call on IPOB? I think he's called on them before, but again, to relinquish all forms of violence and all forms of threat to the Nigerian state. Will that be needed as well in order to convince the powers that be of Mr. Kanu's sincerity?
I think he made an open declaration in court where he said, give me 5 minutes if I'm released. I'm going to end the violence in the Southeast. He made the declaration in court last year. What does you want from him? And you are the government, at any rate. You have a duty to protect the public. It's not his job to protect the Southeast or the Southwest. But the truth is that I have said this, and I'll repeat again. If you are a Nigerian, you can get away with a lot of things. But if you are Igbo, Nigerian, you can't get away with a lot of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're not getting,
you're not
getting away with much. Huh?
Yes, but the odds are stacked against you because you're coming with zero, and they will do to you. I mean, it was in this country that there's a Yoruba Nation movement. They even went and hijacked a radio station last year. Did you hear of any trial? Did you hear of any arrest? I'm not using that. I'm not saying that should not be the case, but we must tell ourselves the truth. That it just doesn't look good that the Igbos are marginalized in every sector, including in the justice sector. To get a trial wrapped up in 10 years is that so difficult to do, especially when you claim that you have evidence that this person has committed these previous crimes. Nothing has been done. There's nobody who's been presented as a witness. The only witness that was presented in his case did not accuse him of any crime. He didn't say he found a gun on him or he was importing ammunition or weapons or had a grenade. He just said, well, he was making declaration that he wants Biafra. And I've checked the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 Constitution. There's nowhere it is stated that it's a crime to say that you want Biafra.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do have to, and not to sort of qualify what you're saying, but I mean, the person asking for a Yoruba nation is quite different from the
Why is it different?
Because Biafra,
he's telling the truth.
There was a war in this country.
That's exactly what I'm telling you, that war that started against you.
That lasted quite some time. So in that context, and in that very narrow context, anything that appears to inflame that concept of bringing back the memories of the war and all the things that happened and in a sense threatening this country is something that raises the hackles of people. But let me ask you this. I mean, you yourself have become a sort of master of the protests, if that can be described in polite terms. I mean, is that because you believe that over the years or over the decades, the mood of the times in this country has been politically dark and is getting darker?
Yes, I have always stated it that every president in Nigeria is worse than the last one. When Buhari left, everybody said this is going to be the worst. You know, and after Buhari left, people were calling for the return of the Buhari regime. So that shows to you that
to be fair, I haven't heard a lot of people calling for the return.
You know, I heard a lot of people who said,
well, I mean, in preference to the
Tinubu regime. I've heard people say, give us Buhari fuel price, give us Buhari's Naira.
Yes, I suppose in that sense, because the prices were lower. Yeah.
The same people also went and gave Buhari a rousing barrier. So it doesn't look like they hate him. I was probably the only person who said, this guy don't deserve the kind of monumental, acclaim and cheerleading that followed his barrier. But that's a conversation for another day because it's no longer. But the truth is that the country is getting darker. The electoral process has become very Byzantine. Nobody believed that elections can deliver votes that bring about credibility, that they can be free and fair, and that it is the people you vote for that will get declared as winners of the election. Of course, you've seen poverty. Yes, they said this is from the Nigerian government that from 81 million people who are in abject poverty, we have now moved to 139 million, and we have 200 million people. So we're not making progress. That's the truth, either politically, economically, culturally, and socially. I don't
well, the government is disputing those sort of World Bank figures, and they would say to you, I'm sure you've heard them say it many times, that your view of this country, is particularly melancholy and despairing.
Well, they've always said that, and I've never been wrong. They have been the ones who've been wrong.
Exactly.
My position on
alliance,
politics,
corruption,
economy, and the way the justice system works has been, right. I remember in 2019 when I was arrested and charged for treason. I made it clear. I said, no, this is going nowhere. And that's what happened. One day they came and withdrew their charges. So when I said to you that elections are not free, fair, or credible, or that they are allocating votes, I'm not lying. When you look at it, you find out I'm right. So
I expect a lot of Nigerians would agree with you.
So, and on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu that we're talking about today, I've always stated that this trial was not going anywhere, and it hasn't gone anywhere. And that's why we're asking them to stop wasting resources, time, energy, and emotions on this, because the DSS spent millions of naira to come and carry out this charade in courts. They have to lock up every street just to come and seek an adjournment.
And would you say that that dark theme that you talk about, that kind of overshadows this country, has resonance for many Nigerians? I mean, you do have a huge following, but do they see this country as darkly as you do, and that sense that everything is about to explode?
They see it even more than I do. That's why they are living.
Yes.
That's why most Nigerians, whenever they have the slightest opportunity to leave Nigeria, you don't leave a place that is that's going to explode.
Exactly.
I mean, that's making progress. You stay and wait for it to see the progress happen. If this place was promised land, people will be coming in. But because it is not, people are leaving. The only people that are left in Nigeria are people who are stuck in Nigeria, and probably people who are dinosaurs who can't go anywhere because they can't sense danger.
But you're not stuck in Nigeria.
I'm likely stuck. This is my passport since January. But even if my passport was not seized, I'll be here. That's a decision I took a long time ago. Even though I have a right to move freely around the world, that I'm done with being, having a career in being, an exile or, being in another person's country. Yeah. Because why did we go there in the first place? We travel 12,000 miles just to go and drink drinkable water in America, enjoy electricity, drive on good roads, get good jobs, send our children to school. That's why we all leave this place If we have that over here, nobody will be second-class citizen in the UK or anywhere in Europe. Those are the basic reasons why we leave this place. We go and seek hospitals and work. We go and drive on roads that don't kill people. We don't want to live in darkness. We don't want our neighbors to cut our necks off because of insecurity. We don't want our police to jail us when we haven't committed any offense. That's the reason we leave. These are the basic reasons why Nigerians are living in droves. If those conditions are in place, people who have left will return by tomorrow. Some of them will return without taking a single bag of clothing to come back. But Nigeria has denied them that opportunity. And it is because of that darkness that is hovering over Nigeria almost perpetually, day and night, that people are living. That is their own way of expressing that things are not good here anymore.
Well, on that rather dark note, I want to thank you very much indeed. Omoyele Sowore is a human rights activist and former presidential candidate. Always good to see you.
Thank you so much, Omoyele Sowore.
Free Nnamdi Kanu.
Exactly.
Now.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Mazi.
Free him. Of Arise Prime Time. Join us again tomorrow from me.
Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. That is what we stand for. Free him. You Nigeria government, corrupt government, you freed, you die, you eat, you wine, you do a handshake, you gave ransom to well-known world proscribed terrorists. World proscribed terrorists. The world proscribed them. IPOP, we are not proscribed in anywhere around the world. We are not. We are not proscribed because we are peaceful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man. All he called for is give referendum so that people will determine and say, people will have a right to vote and say, yes, we want to belong or we don't want to belong. That is all his crime. But you said, no, you want to continue to hold him. You don't want him to leave because, replace. So no, I'm not going to replace, let me remove. So that's Sowore, but one near the number. Sowore. Yeah. One near the number cable. He said he's a friend with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even though when he was talking, he was interviewing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was still believing in his one Nigeria. But Mazi told him that Nigeria is unworkable because it's not going to work. Look at what is happening. A country that can release Boko Haram, a country that can release well-known, confirmed, a world proscribed terrorists. They call them Ishuab. They call them Boko Haram, bandits. Anything, name them. They are the ones. Look at people that is calling the Mazi and calling us IPOP. Have we carried bomb and went and go and bomb America? Is it not all these proscribed people, all these Fulanis, all these Almajiris, all these people that say Mazi is a terrorist? Have you forgotten that it was one of you that went to America, or no, a flight? Is it I think, yeah, that story I remember now. That went to America to bomb their this thing. Is it not you people that you are not saying? Have we ever tried to bomb anywhere in abroad? Have we tried to bomb anywhere in abroad? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all he stands for is he will use his radio and then his microphone to speak and say and expose all the atrocities of Nigeria government, all the atrocities of Britain, because it's the Britain that is holding him there as well. It's not only the Igbos, the Britons are also holding him. So the Nigerian government, the Britons are also holding him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a citizen of British. He's a citizen of, he's their own citizen. The British government, their ears, they are thinking that they said, oh, they are deaf. They are deaf. The British government, they do not want Mazi because of their selfish interest. That is how they came to our land. They fought us, they took us, they made us slaves. That is what they are doing. They went and corrupted some of our people that love money, that love this thing. They brought umbrella, they brought a mirror, they gave them, and they make them to start exposing and start selling their own people. This is the same thing British are doing to all these evil people, bribing them. But let me tell you, oge dị na mgbe ihe niile dị n'ụwa. Oge dị na mgbe ihe niile dị n'ụwa. Eh? There must be an end to all this, all this, all this bigotry, all this hatred towards us, Umuibo. One day it will be over. We will rise as Igbo. We will rise. We will get what we are looking for. Continue. Continue. Continue thinking that nobody is speaking for us. But Chukwu Okike Abiama is speaking for us. The Almighty Creator is preserving and keeping us safe and preserving us from when this hatred did not start today. It has been there since they said Britain came to Alaigbo, and our people fought them. The hatred has been there. They destroy us, destroy everything about us. So let me tell you, my people, we are not relenting. And some of you, if you are going to that protest, go and get Coca-Cola, get it. Because we all know what Nigerian government are up to. They will send even those police and those army that they couldn't even pay their salary. They are not even paying them. They are owing them. They will still use them. Those people will allow these people to use them. They will still use those police, use those army, use those armies, use those stupid people. They will still use them to tell them to come and be using tear gas on you guys. They will still use them. So when you guys are going, make sure you get Coca-Cola. You know Coke when I talk now. Use it with the tear gas. Wash your eyes with it. Use it to wash your eyes. It is a peaceful protest. But because Nigeria is evil, Nigerian government is evil, they will now go and bring some people now. They will not carry some hoodlums to come. Or they will not go and bring all these armies and all these police. That Mazi is also advocating for their own welfare. They will bring them to say, come and go and be shooting them. No problem. Oh, Fumbuka now. And I am na that country if I'm living there, I will go. So Fumbuka now. When you die, we reconnect back. We keep coming. That is how soul doesn't die. So when you are going that day, please buy Coca-Cola. Use it to be washing your face, because I know they will come with tear gas. Look at very dark man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. I believe that you'll be there, because this is very dark man. Listen to what he said. Okay, let me hide the thing. Listen to what very dark man said. People with good conscience. People with good conscience, wake up. People with good conscience, we are first Africans. We are first humanity. We are first human before we were divided. Before we were divided, before we are divided, we are first African. For the sake you are African person, for the sake you are this color, for the sake you have heart, you have a conscience, come that day. Join this protest. Join this protest. We are all calling the Nigerian government must release him. Mazi, release him now. That is all we are demanding for. Mazi is sick. He needs treatment, but they are depriving him his fundamental human right. That is not right. All of you, with people with good conscience, thank you. We are demanding for Mazi release.
The release of Nnamdi Kanu, it has been long overdue, to be very, very honest, because it is pure injustice. Now, in the north, you don't give amnesty and you set up a peace deal with terrorists who enter villages, buy people. Do you understand? These people, where they buy, include Nigerian army, Nigerian police, air force, navy, our military men. These people don't buy them. These people are proper mercenaries where get guns. They're involved in kidnapping. They go enter villages, carry young girls from the age of 10 up. From the age of 9, 10 up. They'll pack them, enter inside bush. They'll sleep with those girls. They go knock them forceful entry. Some of them go born inside that bush. Those children now, they'll come raise them again to be terrorists. And at the end of the day, these people when are supposed to buy, when I bring them, give them peace deal, when I give them amnesty. Then on the other hand, there's a guy called Nnamdi Kanu. Well, when I say when I carry for treasonable offense, when I say they instigate violence, you understand? And he said a couple of things, right? But guess what? This one no do waiting those other ones. You will keep him for prison.
No.
Do you understand? What are you keeping him for? And most of the things you are alleging that he said does not have proof. That is why we'll never be prosecutor up till now. We'll still the debate for court for over many years. But this is number one. Number two, you see, a lot of you don't know that this Nnamdi Kanu matter has a lot to do with some politics that is not politics.
Exactly.
In what sense? 50% of the people keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention It's actually some of the Igbo elites.
Tell them.
Some of the big business Igbo men.
Of course, will be a follower
want
of them
to come out, right? It's not just the government alone. Some of the big business Igbo men, because they see it as almost, if this guy comes like this, our business is under threat.
Exactly.
Because his fights, if this in fights continue, bro, it's gonna be a problem for us.
Yeah, if Arjuna, that is what they are. If Arjuna, evil spirit possess them. They are not even our Igbo brothers. They are not Igbos. These people are. Their mother conceived them. Their mother slept with all these people that are not Igbo and gave birth to them. These people are not Igbo. A true Igbo man, a true Igbo person will not see his own brother in this condition and have a heart to say, let him remain there. And without him coming to join and say, oh, Sowore, I will be part of what you are doing. Sowore, I will be part of you. Let's march, let's go. Where is Obi? Where is Peter Obi? He's nowhere. He has not voiced his own. He says he's in Rome. Let him stay in that room. He's in Rome. Rome that belongs to him. Let him stay there. Where is all the others? What are they saying? What's his name? All of them, all they do is to talk for back talk. You think they will hear say they have said release Mazi, but their heart is not there. Their heart is not there. They're only saying it just to say it. Their heart is not there. They are just saying it. So as it is, so we have nobody. We only have Chukwokike and all the good people in Nigeria, good people with good conscience. You are the one that will do this and let Mazi come out, because injustice to one is injustice to all. Injustice to one, when good people are quiet, evil prevail. You have to speak out. You have to come out. You have to join. Nigeria can happen to you as is happening to Mazi, and nobody will speak for you. Nobody will come out and advocate for you. Now everybody is calling that you should come and join, because we need freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. If they can free Fulani, if they can free bandit, if they can free all of them that is killing people, Boko Haram, all these terrorist organizations that world has named them terrorists. The world has named them, the world has prescribed them terrorists, and they are free if they can free them. So why would they not free Mazi? If they can free them, they are doing handshake with them, they are dining and eating with them, giving them ransom. Why would they not free him? Did he call for anybody to be killed? Did he call for anybody? No, he was only using his mouth and his microphone to say and be exposing their evil. They don't like it that he is exposing their evil. He's exposing the evil of Britain, exposing the evil of the Western world, exposing the evil of Nigeria government. That is why they are holding him. Are you telling me the Western world are not hearing and listening? Are you telling me that Trump doesn't know that Mazi is still there? Why are they not? Because they are all intertwined. They are all in this together. But Africans and African people, you have to wake up. If we have to wake up, injustice to one is injustice to all. As an African, we are first African before we are saying we are tribe, before we are saying we are country. Please wake up and join Sowore for this freedom. That for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom has been overdue, but nobody is speaking for him. But it's time for Ndioji, it's time for Black people to come out. Are you Africans? Anywhere you are, please join. We need you. We need their voice. We need you to speak. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to come out. He's not feeling too well. He did not commit any crime. You only say, let my people go. Only say, let my people be free. Igbo people that we are hated so much. We have been, they hated us like what? Everything. You saw the picture, the post I posted about Tinubu wife. Where Tinubu wife is saying that they should take our land, that they should destroy us, that they should take our houses, that they should send us away. But they are begging us, and they're not pretending. These people say they want us to remain in Nigeria. These people say they want us to be part of them. But allow us to be in the Nigeria you want us to be. They don't want us to be. What did we do to them? What is our offense? What is the offense of the Igbos? I don't know. They should let us go. They should let us be on our own. They should let us have our freedom, because they don't want us to be part of them. If they want us to be part of them, they will treat us well. If they want us to be part of them, they will allow us to be. But they are not allowing us to be. You had Tinubu wife saying that the Igbo, they will take everything that belongs to the Igbos. They will not take it away from Lagos. And the same people are asking, the same people are saying the Igbo should not go. Why are you treating us this way? The same people are saying Igbo should not go. For what? Now, what is our offense? What did we do wrong? How Nigeria? They cry for unity, but they cannot demonstrate unity. They said we should be one, but their actions speak indifferently. They are dying and whine and pay ransom to world proscribed terrorists, then turn around and call a man who is agitating for referendum in a peaceful way a terrorist. Who is deceiving who? Who does that? That is all I have to say. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. He must be free from the hands of Nigeria terrorists. It is them that are terrorists, not us. If they can be dining and whining and giving ransom to terrorists, the proscribed terrorists, world proscribed terrorists, then what is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu offense? Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu carry bomb to bomb anywhere, anybody in the world? No. Who bombed people in the world? Them. They are those bandits, those terrorists, those Ashwabi or Boko Haram. They are the one. You remember the boy that entered flight and wanted to go and bomb the airline. Is it Igbo people that did it? No, it's them that is calling Mazi terrorists. Somebody posted and say Mazi, and you Igbo people. Some of you now don't listen to those people that say Sowore is wicked. Sowore is trying to do this one. Did Sowore ask you for anything? Sowore, did he ask you for anything? His life not at stake, but he's putting his life there to say he wants his brother. He wants his brother. He's calling Mazi his brother because in Africa, everyone is our brother. Everyone is our sister. If I see somebody now from Yoruba, I call them my brother. I call them my sister because of this king, because we are African. So why will you now coming up? These people are out now telling you that Sowore is not doing, is coming out to do whatever. It's all lie. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to those wicked people. They are paid them. Nigerian government have paid them to start writing, to come and be saying, Sowore is the one. Did Sowore ask you for anything? Did Sowore ask you that he must, that we, Nigeria, that this one. Did Sowore ask you for anything? All he asked for is let us march to Aso Rock. That is all Sowore is saying. Let us march to Aso Rock. For Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom is long overdue. That is all what Sowore is saying, and nothing else but that. So anyone that is telling you, anyone saying to you that Sowore, we don't trust Sowore, call for action for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Say some Igbo fools. We don't trust Sowore. Yeah. Please, did Sowore ask you to sign any agreement with him? In this case, that you are afraid that he may revenge on agreement, or he might do whatever in agreement. There are noble people. There are noble people. As you have betrayal, saboteur in Igbo land, so also you have in Yoruba. As you have people that are noble, so also you have in Yoruba. So don't think that every Yoruba is a saboteur, is a betrayer, is a this. There are people that are noble. That is what you need to know. How many of your brother Igbo person call for it? So do not listen to anybody. So don't listen to anybody that say Abuja Sowore is using it for political, and so what? Let him use it for political reason. And so what? He has a good heart. He loves humanity. He cares for humanity. That's why he's doing what he's doing. So don't listen to anybody. Your question should be: is Sowore calling for right? Is he calling for right action or not? If the answer is yes, then key in into it and forget who is making the call. That is what you need to do. Key in into it and forget who is making the call. These people they have paid them. Nigerian government have paid their own Ifajuna, because we have so many of them in Ifajuna that miss blood. That their mother conceived them, not with Igbo blood, but miss blood. And they are now coming to say, Sowore is calling for this one. Sowore is calling for this one. Okay, you, how many since Mazi has been there, from going to more than 4 years, who called for protest? Who called to march to Aso Rock? No. So we are backing Sowore up. But please, that day, if you are going, make sure you have Coke. If they use this thing, use it to wash your eyes. And those of us who will support people to go, they don't have transport money. If you find a way to send them transport money, do that. This is what we have to do. Anyone that knows what to do. And those of you who believe in prayer, who believe in Ichwaja, anyone you want to do, start doing it. And those Dibia in Alaigbo, and those people that say they are Christian, they are praying it for their European Jesus, anyone you know you can do, it's time for us all to do it. Because our brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he means well. He doesn't mean evil. He needs us at this time around. Thank you so much. And remember, all those people wishing him evil, that evil, they will pay with it. All those people saying he will die, it's them that will come. all those people praying for him to die, all of them, Jovika, all of them, ma Udeleha, ma Kafa, Kengiuraku, ma Uchemefo Kiladiki, bịara na asị na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-egbu ma mana ya nọ a na-egbu ndị ma ha niile aka ha blood dị ha n'aka, all of them na-ewishi Mazi evil. Enwe Mazi send anybody je egbuo mmadụ, Mazi send anybody je eme ihe ọjọọ, ihe ọ nọ na program a na-ekwu na anyị chọrọ freedom, na anyị chọrọ ka anyị nwere onwe anyị. Isọmtin ihe ndị mmadụ na-eme, Mazi amaghị about it, he doesn't know about it because ọkwa nke a gwara ya ka ọ ya ama ọma everything, then ha na-ewishi ya evil. Onye ọbụla na-ewishi ya evil a ga-ebutu ha niile ga-ejiri isi ha buru otu a ka ọ ga-esi wee dị n'afọ aja Chukwu okike kere ụwa ise Orie Afọ Nkwọ Eke ekpee m si asị nwaada Igbo, onye ọbụla na-ewishi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nwasị nwaada Igbo mbụ evil a ga-ebutu ya, ọ ga-adara ka ebe ọsọ ọjụm dị ka njikwa tinye ha n'isi ha. Onye ọbụla wishiri Mazi evil ahụ ga-eturu onye ji isi ya buru, onye ọbụla wishiri ọnwụ ọha nwanye bụ ụzọ nwụ and ọ ga-adị ndụ maka na ọ bụ nwa Chineke kpọtara wee chuzu na esi ya jebe na ya nọnyere ya. Ọ bụ na o metara ememeta ha mana ọ fụrụ anyị n'anya, ọ sị ha na anyị kpọrọ ya ọkpọ ha anya asị onye aka ọ ga-esi dị aja anyị Igbo chụba ha, Chukwu okike kere ụwa chụba ha, Chukwu Igbo chụba ha, onye ọbụla nke na-ewishi nwoke a bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu evil achụba ha, ọ gaghị adịrị ha na mma. Orie Afọ Nkwọ asị nwa aja anyị Igbo mbụ esigo m na ọ ga-adị otu a ise. Thank you for watching and help me share this program. We will continue. We're not going to give up. We continue. We're not going to give up. Those of you coming, I appreciate you all. Those of you, those lovers of freedom, lovers of injustice, thank you so much. Please, we love you. Igbo never hurt anybody. We never hurt. The hatred, the bigotry is unbelievable. I don't know what we've done wrong. I don't know what is our offense. We are not the one that created us. We're not the one that made who we are. Oh, Chukwu okike mere anyị. It's the Almighty Creator that chose us and made us who we are. So why the hate? Why the hatred? Why all this bigotry against us? Why you release Boko Haram? You release. Look at Tudubu has come up to say he gave amnesty to people. People we don't even know their name, but he just say he gave them. But what about who didn't offend you? Because he was saying that you're a criminal. He's called you a name. He called you because that is what you are. Are you not a criminal? Are you not? Yeah, he said what you are, and then you got offended because of he's telling you guys the truth, but that's why you all got offended and started and say you hold him. Yeah, you holding him for what? Why are you holding him for? Take him to court, charge him if he's guilty. You didn't because you know he's not guilty. 2 times your court has acquitted him. Still, you are holding him. What for? If not because he's an Igbo person. Allow Igbo to go, you say no. Allow Igbo to breathe, you say no. What do you want from us? Love you all. Thank you. His time has come. Chukwuoke mere ka ndị binigwe mere ka ndị mmadụ tinye ya n'ime ha. Chineke were ekene mana mee ka ahịa gaa ọfụma, ka this protest gaa ọfụma n'aha Chukwuoke kere ụwa. Aha Chukwuoke kere ụwa ise. This is my ending. Is that the end?